All right. Looks like Chrissy Teigen doesn't really go all out for Thanksgiving when it comes to cooking things from scratch. She prefers to get things from stores, including Disneyland.
Yeah, she bakes quite a ton for Thanksgiving, but then she's got these well-chosen things that she'll pick up from other places, such as Disneyland. She picks up a bunch of turkey legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great idea, actually.
Yeah, I mean, hey, she doesn't. It sounds like she doesn't like turkey so much, so she makes a bunch of chickens. But then because she likes the turkey legs at Disney, she picks up a bunch. So I think it's kind of a genius idea.
I do too, because just growing up, my mom slaved away and made like 10 side dishes. She made lasagna and turkey, and it's so much work. I'm like, nowadays, people, there's no shame in getting something from the grocery store or Disneyland.
I mean, these days, you can just pick up the whole dinner.
True. Yes. And no one will be the wiser. Well, I don't think we have any.
Is there a ghost back there, Mike?
I don't even. Oh.
Don't worry about it.
What is going on? I hope you guys are watching the YouTube channel, by the way. If you don't, like and subscribe. It's on YouTube, Blinded by the Item.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Mike, do we have any Thanksgiving blind items?
I don't know
Gobble,
about that.
gobble.
Maybe next week. No Thanksgiving blind items, but we do got plenty of juicy bits of gossip with the names left out to get to, including this first one. This A-list singer in their genre and significant other looked happy at the big awards show a couple of nights ago, but the split announcement is coming soon.
Ooh.
Oh.
So we got an A-list singer in their genre and a significant other looked quite happy at the beginning or at the big award show a couple of nights ago.
Is the genre out of the ordinary or outside the norm?
I don't know what you mean by that.
Like,
I mean, it's a
mainstream.
It's a
pop,
mainstream
rap,
but it's not
country.
I would think it's country, right?
It's country,
because
yes.
the CMAs happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who's on the rocks with their? Were they presenting?
I guess I did not watch the show.
Yeah.
They did perform. I know that.
Okay.
I don't know if they specifically presented, but they performed.
It's not like Carrie Underpants or something.
It's not carry underpants, but we should all carry underpants just in case.
On our
Just
body.
in case
Accidents
there's an accident.
that happen.
What about Jessica Simpson? Isn't really country at all, but I'm just going to throw that.
She's
out there.
not.
Okay.
So, and the significant other is just a significant other. So,
Yes.
not a celebrity
Nope.
spouse.
That significant other is gone years ago.
Oh. So they did have like a celebrity spouse or significant
From the same genre.
from the same genre. Ooh, it's a country showdown.
It's not.
Country couple. Or it was.
Tammy Wynette. No.
This isn't like a Blake Shelton used to be with Miranda Lambert.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, Gwen Stefani and
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. The other half.
Miranda Lambert.
Miranda
There you go.
Lambert and
her cop husband.
Yeah.
The hot cop, remember?
What's his name? Yeah, but wasn't there some like assault stuff going on?
Yep.
Yeah.
What?
Yep. Miranda Lambert was standing by her man after, or Brendan McLaughlin is his name, at the CMAs this past Tuesday when it happened. And it sounds like they were happy and looked happy at the big award show, but the split announcement is coming soon.
Oh, poor Miranda.
They were, and we've discussed. Remember, he was texting with somebody that he was on the dance floor while she was performing, and he was like texting and calling people, or they think communicating with another woman. It was there were lots of things.
I wonder if I was
don't
on
know the
vacation
rumors you were
that
talking
week.
about. The cop assault thing. What was that about? I didn't remember that part.
I don't remember, but
Okay.
I think that there is some conversation about. I'm gonna have to go back and look.
Okay.
It all runs together.
Yeah. So the only part I know is that they've been rumored to be maybe on the outs for quite some
Was
time.
He wasn't arrested for something. Maybe
I
I'm
don't
thinking of something
remember.
else.
I don't think so at all. That I remember.
All right, I might be conflating him with somebody else.
It's possible. I know you're such a big country music
I
fan.
know
but-
exactly. It's my area of expertise.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything except the fact that they looked all happy as could be. The 2024 red
Well, good
carpet
luck
for the
to them.
CMAs.
Yeah, but they're going to break up.
Sounds like it.
Okay.
Did you guys watch the CMAs?
No.
No, I heard them
Good choice.
because Jamie was watching them in the other room.
What did Jamie think?
He just watched, I think, mostly for the Jelly Roll.
Okay.
He didn't give me his take, but I imagine he was very excited. He's
Big Jelly Roll guy?
Or no, not Jelly Roll.
Posty?
Posty.
That was the very opening scene. So
Posties.
That's probably all he watched.
that's probably all he should have watched.
Really?
It was
Wasn't
just bland.
exciting?
It was the same.
I mean,
it always is.
Okay.
They didn't do, I know. But
Contrary.
sometimes they do like fun.
No, I know. I mean, it's so
duets
pop
you never
now.
hear before. You know, you hear people sing in ways they've never sung with people they've never sung before. They didn't do anything like that. It was. Nah.
Well, that's a bummer.
It was a bummer. It's another blind item. This former A-lister in his field with a higher profile sibling is excited about his big announcement. The network and studio was, but now we're getting problematic videos every other weekend, and the lawyers have made sure that there is a quick and clear out if needed.
Problematic videos.
Yes, so we've got a former A-lister in his field with a higher profile sibling is excited about his big announcement. The network and studio, they were excited too, but now we're getting problematic videos every other weekend, and the lawyers have made sure there's a quick and clear out if necessary.
Okay.
So all you're given is a
In their
former
field.
A-lister in their field.
So not a celebrity, or I should say not an actor,
Correct, not an actor.
Okay. So
a
not
singer.
James
Not a singer.
Franco, Dave Franco.
Although, kind of a singer.
Oh,
William Shatner? No.
did they?
Not a singer,
Good answer.
but
But
they
a
have
dancer.
not a singer, but they've got a number one hit right now.
Jason Kelsey.
Yeah, that's too much of a clue, but you got it.
Fill it in.
Do you know the big announcement that just happened last night?
No?
I don't.
Jason Kelly. We heard Kelsey.
We were doing bingo last night. I don't know if you know,
For
raising money for
charity.
Alive and Kickin'.
We heard rumors about this, but it sounds like your next late night show is going to be on ESPN, and it's going to be hosted by Jason Kelsey.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's interesting.
It
Okay.
is.
Do they have a late night show
No.
now?
Not
So
really.
this is kind of a first of its kind. I mean, it's genius, I guess, in terms of capitalizing on his celebrity.
100%. Let me fill in the blinds, though. Jason Kelsey, a former A-lister in his field and on the field, with a higher profile sibling, that being Travis, of course, was excited about his big announcement and is excited about his big announcement. The network, ESPN, and the studio, Disney, was excited, but now we're getting problematic videos every other weekend, and the lawyers have made sure there's a quick and clear out if necessary. You guys seen the most recent Jason Kelsey controversy?
No.
Yes.
Yes?
Well, you're talking about the Who's the Bleep Now?
Nope, that was 4 weeks ago.
God,
That
there's
was 2
another
weeks
one?
ago. This is the one from last night. After this announcement was
Again,
made
we were at bingo.
on Jimmy Kimmel's show, Jason Kelsey was heading to his vehicle. He decided not to sign an autograph for
no.
people that were following him.
No.
And one person just decided to lay into him in a tirade that could be like, I mean, it was of biblical proportions.
Whoa.
The things he was saying were awful. Now, I just want to pump the brakes here. Jason Kelsey did, after the video ended, come back out, explain to the individual and the people around him that I don't sign autographs for people who are following me around, generally speaking. I'm sorry you're so passionate about this. I'm sorry that I upset you. I will sign your autograph, and you guys go on your way. He did. This is definitely if you actually watch and dig into this story, I hate that this is a blind item because this is a much worse reflection on the individual who said the
Yeah.
things than it was on Jason Kelsey. He handled it pretty well.
You know what's
Okay.
interesting, though, is that, like, based on what happened 4 weeks ago, I
Yeah.
wonder if he got some media training or coaching to be like, okay, so yes, you're in the right, and yes, emotions are justified. However, if you'd like to perhaps get the better end of a headline,
Yeah,
maybe approach things differently. So I wonder if that's the case.
it felt that way. He handled this much better than
You
he
have
handled the last
no
situation.
obligation to give any autographs to anybody.
No.
Especially if you're creeping.
But this is a perfect example of why not to give in the first time,
Yeah.
because now everyone's like, oh, Jason's a loose cannon. I can just
Yeah,
say
so
anything I
now
want,
if I
and then I'm
want-
going to go famous and viral.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't
Good point.
I don't understand anymore why is it just to sell? Like why people want someone's signature.
Oh, yeah.
I would much rather have
eBay.
a photo with them.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Just for my own personal, like, hey, I met Jason Kelsey. But
For sure.
yeah. Seems like it's just to sell later. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the only people getting autographs anymore are, collectors or like people trying to make a buck. Because to your point, if you wanted just your own little piece of history, you'd get a selfie.
Or like children because they want to keep it later. That's cool. Yeah,
Oh,
give it to a
sure.
kid.
An
Give it to a
autograph.
kid. That's cool.
Yeah, but
Autographs are cool.
I
as
wouldn't
kids.
even. I'd be careful with
Yeah.
that too, because
Well, I know.
Dad's like, "Hey, run in there,
Yes.
get an autograph." He's like, "What? Why do I need an autograph?"
Who is that, Daddy?
Because I'm going to pay for your college.
Let's do another blind item here. We'll keep rolling on with this one. This A-list celeb who has spent more time on TV than pretty much anybody continues to be either the clumsiest person in the world or they keep getting on the bad side of the wrong people. This A-list celeb who has spent more time on TV than almost anyone continues to be either the clumsiest person in the world or they keep getting on the bad side of the wrong people. That sounds ominous.
Somebody who's always been like Ryan Seacrest? Just trying to think of somebody.
Somebody who's spent an A-list celeb who spent more time on TV than pretty much anyone.
Somebody who's been on TV more than anyone, but it's a celebrity, so it's not like an actor.
Not an actor, but they've acted.
Wait, I'm getting a mental mind meld.
Oh, geez. What'd Donna say no?
No, it's not Donna. It's
Okay.
Colleen.
Colleen.
This one should be, this one.
Is it somebody who was a child star?
No, think about
has
somebody
been-
who's been getting a lot of accidents lately.
This A-list celeb who spent more time on TV than almost anyone continues to be either the clumsiest person of all time or continues to get on the bad side of the wrong people.
Remember, he might have lit himself on fire once.
What?
Well, he didn't light himself on fire,
What?
but you know what I'm saying. You'll remember.
Somebody from Jackass?
You just talked about it yesterday, actually.
I did.
But we talk about a lot in a day, so
Oh,
you're forgiven.
God.
Remember, he had an accident.
Think of our people that are on television
With
every
fire.
single night.
Oh, a newsman?
Similar. I mean, it's right on
Kinda.
after the news.
He's got a very
He sits behind a desk.
Is
very
it
recognizable
a talk
face.
show host? Okay.
I'm mind melding
Oh
with you.
my God, Jay
Scratching
Leno.
my chin as you're deciding here.
Jay Leno?
Yes, Jay Leno.
Okay, read it again. I'm so
According
lost.
to the blind item, Jay Leno continues, who is a A-list celeb who spent more time on TV than pretty much anybody, continues to be either the clumsiest person of all time or keeps getting on the bad side of the wrong people.
Okay. Are they implying like this was like a mob hit?
Pay for
I
those
heard
cars
that.
somehow.
Oh my God, Jay
I love
Leno's
the idea that people would think
Mafia?
Jay Leno was like mobbed up.
Well,
Like he's just in there with all him cars.
have you heard the story though?
No.
Okay, he was. I got to
fell
find the
down
exact.
a 30-foot
60,
ravine.
60 foot.
Oh, 60.
But it was when he was walking a mile from his Hampton Inn to some
Totally
sort
normal.
of diner.
The Hampton Inn, like the hotel chain?
Yes.
He's staying at a Hampton
That's-
Inn?
And
Okay.
walking to the diner?
Like a mile, and then somehow tripped and fell 60 feet. I know, I'm not laughing at him because
Was he
it looks
drinking?
brutal.
Yeah, his
he
whole
doesn't. That's he's always talked about being like he's never drank, he's never done drugs,
Right.
he's super sober. So I mean,
Okay, as a
He's old.
professional klutz, I kind of understand this behavior, but because this is the stuff they would say about me.
did you see his face though?
It's really like the whole side of it is completely bruised. His eye was swollen shut. He was a mess.
He fell
My
head
guess.
first and then head first again and head first again and repeatedly for 60 feet,
rolled?
apparently. I don't know.
It's crazy that he's alive.
It's nuts.
I
He
mean,
looks-
for many reasons.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, when you treat the mob that way, usually they just, oh, never mind.
They go, hey, look at that cliff, that beautiful view over there. Boom.
So there you go. Blind
Yeah, but
items.
like again, the mob guy is staying at the Hampton Inn, going to a diner. I mean, I don't know.
always the
I
ones
feel
you
like
least
it's
expect.
just, yeah,
What's he doing at a Hampton Inn?
I'm sure he was
avoiding
doing a
the mob.
comedy- I'm
Apparently,
sure he was doing a comedy show. Yeah, maybe there's more to the story.
Oh, man.
there is something
fell-
kind of. He's just like your uncle. Like this is what I love about Jay Leno.
Yeah.
He's just kind of a,
If I fell
Billionaire.
60 feet and I was alive, I would just lay there for a while.
yeah, you would.
You know what I mean? I'd be like, I'm just going to think things over.
And then somebody would walk by and she'd be like, they'd be like, hey, what's going on? And she'd be like, I don't know. Be like, where are you? I don't know.
True.
How'd you end up here? I don't know.
I don't know. What's your name? I don't know.
You call MC.
You guys did great. You got that one nicely done. Let's do another one here as we keep rolling through the blind items today. Yesterday, we talked about a housewife being a couple decades too old for an A-list actor who likes to direct. Well, regarding that same guy, no, he is not dating this former A-plus list actress. She's like 3 decades too old for him.
Whoa.
So again, yesterday we talked about a housewife being a couple of decades too old for the A-list actor who likes to direct. Well, regarding that same guy, no, he is also not dating this former A-plus list actress. She's like 3 decades too old for him.
Well, it's Kevin Costner.
There you go. You remember that part of the story, of course. We talked yesterday about Kevin Costner and
Kyle Richards.
Right. There you go. There were rumors
now,
there.
This is somebody who is his age.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yes, basically.
Yeah. Sharon
Cher?
Stone?
Yeah.
Which one?
You got it right.
Cher or Sharon
Sharon Stone.
Oh.
Sorry.
Sharon Stone.
I didn't hear Cher. I
Random.
just
Wow.
it's random,
Okay.
but it's not so random when there are rumors.
He
And
is
she
ridiculous.
Well, she continues to defend him and has throughout the entire
Oh, that's
divorce.
right. Yeah, we talked
And
about
it's-
this.
Yes, we have talked about this. It's been a little odd how outspoken she's been about it and making sure she's on his good side. So people are starting to speculate.
Maybe she's trying to like get in his pants.
There you go.
Oh, Sharon can do way better than that.
Maybe she's got a thing for like the cowboy.
Have you seen John Dutton's Wranglers?
Hey,
Oh,
Or Wrangle.
wrangling
Wrangle
some
something.
rattlesnakes.
There you go.
maybe his rattlesnake.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So you got it. Nicely done. Let me fill in the blind. Yesterday we talked about Kyle Richards being a couple of decades too old for Kevin Costner's type. Basically, the blind item insisting that we've seen that he usually dates far, far younger than himself. And
tries to.
Well, regarding Costner, no, he's also not dating Sharon Stone. She's like 3 decades too old for his type. Okay.
And she's not dating anybody?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Not that I know of.
I just love her.
Yeah.
She's so outspoken about crap that went
There's
on
something
in
about
Hollywood.
women who get to a certain age in Hollywood that are like usually women who've had a successful career
Yeah,
that just are like, okay, I don't give a crap anymore.
yeah,
And,
yeah. They just tell it like it is. How they were harassed, and oh, she's just really been open about all that gross stuff.
yeah.
Which that kind of stuff people need to know, and because the more people talk about it, hopefully it won't happen to younger people anymore.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's roll on. Do another blind item here. You guys are crushing it today. Let's see how this one goes. Behind the scenes, this foreign-born director has been sabotaging her significant other's attempt to land a franchise role for selfish reasons.
Oh.
Behind the scenes, this foreign-born director has been sabotaging her significant other's attempt to land a franchise role for selfish reasons.
Is a franchise role a superhero?
It is not a super.
Oh, we know this.
We do?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you just know it.
I think you
I
know
know
it too.
Um,
Is this a very attractive man who might be trying to solve the world's problems and save it from evil?
is it a superhero?
Aaron
role?
Taylor Johnson, James
Oh,
Bond,
yes,
and
yes,
his director
yes.
lady,
Yes.
the older lady. I say older lady because she is
Relatively
significantly
speaking.
older than he is.
Yeah, it's
Correct.
like 15
which in
years.
Hollywood
It's like
is
20,
unusual.
23 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sam Taylor Johnson, the director who directed some big films, worked behind the scenes on some big films. She is, of course, the significant other, the spouse, they're married, of Aaron Taylor Johnson. And according to the blind item, for selfish reasons, Sam Taylor Johnson is sabotaging Aaron's
Like she
ability.
wants him home more.
I have
Come on
no
now.
idea what the
Get
bl-
out there and make some money.
my husband to be home for dinner.
I just
Like,
want my
go make
husband
me
to
some
work.
money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because if he's successful, he's bringing home the bacon.
She directed 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh.
I just learned that right now.
Wow. Congrats to her. What else does she do?
Back to Black, the Amy Winehouse.
Oh, that
She's
was
British, right?
excellent.
She is British.
Yeah.
Yep.
50 Shades, not my style, but
Not horny enough for you?
no, it's
Yeah.
just horny. Yeah, it's just horny in all the wrong ways.
What's the right way?
I don't know. Just not that.
Okay.
Not being locked in a room while I wait for somebody to come
Getting spanked.
rescue me.
Interestingly enough, here's a little fun connective tissue. She also directed a short called James Bond Supports International Women's Day. Alongside, she worked with Daniel Craig and Judi Dench to shoot this short for International Women's Day.
Interesting.
And now, 14 years later, we're talking about her husband potentially being James Bond.
But she doesn't want him to do that because she would like to have him around to fix the garage finally because he keeps putting it off.
Of course, we are going to see another thrilling performance of Aaron Taylor Johnson as Kraven the Hunter in a couple of weeks.
What is that? What's a hunter?
You know, like all of the terrible Marvel movies,
Yeah.
like the Sony side where it's like Morbius and Venom and all that other,
yes.
the Madam Web, all those terrible ones.
Yeah.
That's in that universe.
Oh, great. So they keep doing it.
Sony just keeps doing it with these
Poor
little characters
Sony.
that they've got. I know.
You know,
They're
they never
trying.
got a streaming service, but I kind of feel like the longer we go, the smarter they might have been.
True.
If you just think of like all the other streaming services that have been trying, you know, or studios that try to be a streaming service.
I mean, they probably make a boatload of money off of selling their properties or really essentially like renting them out
Yeah.
to streaming
Licensing,
services. Yeah.
Yeah, because they can rent or license them to all different kinds of streamers and they don't have the overhead.
Speaking of streamers, big news yesterday. We don't have to worry about getting a Fox streamer now because they're going to re-up their deal with Hulu.
Good.
So, again, we can find
Blue.
Nicely done. All right, let's do another one here quick before we wrap things up today on this Friday. He at first laughed off the idea because he thought he was too good for it. But after failing to find the success he thought he would in Hollywood, this B-list actor, former higher on the list thanks to his spouse, is starting an account on everyone's favorite fan page.
Is this Sam Asghari?
You're dang right it is.
Only fans.
Yeah.
That's hot.
Well,
Okay.
yeah. I
Wait,
mean, I'm
what's he
sure
charging?
a lot of people will be.
Are you serious?
Subscribing
He's
to
gonna
that.
do
I don't know.
OnlyFans?
I'm reading the blind items, and they say he's considering it.
Like crotch?
Oh, wait, now you're asking for specifics here.
Well, I mean,
I
that's
wonder-
all we're really here to talk about. Nobody is like,
Yeah.
what's he going to do? Fashion shows? I mean, he could do that he does shirtless thirst traps on Insties. So, like, what else are you getting for your buck?
Maybe a little bit more.
Maybe he's just going to
Just
put a
a
sock
whiff?
on.
A whiff?
I think you want your
Ew.
socks
Sock.
off.
Oh, I like how you just ewed my whiff and you have me thinking about him walking around with his junk in a sock.
Yeah.
It's my junk in a sock. It's my junk in a sock, babe. No?
I like it.
Is that your
I mean, it could be a
single?
Christmas stocking. You could have a Santa's hat on, and then I guess I just need to art direct, his OnlyFans.
Ho.
I just think you don't need to art direct when it's OnlyFans. Just show me some crotch.
Show me some crotch. We are taking
Show me
that-
some crotch.
We're going to take that and put that on our button bar of Bradley saying, just show me some crotch.
Okay.
At first, Sam Asghari laughed off the idea of doing OnlyFans because he thought it was too good for him. After failing to find success he thought he'd find in Hollywood, Sam Asghari is now apparently considering maybe starting his own fan account.
Okay, I take kind of like seriously now if I'm going to actually be thoughtful about this because, clearly it's necessary. He does not strike me as the kind of actor who is going to like, oh, well, it's just not working. I'm going to, bend over. Like, I just feel like for OnlyFans, I'm just saying like,
Yeah.
I'm just saying he seems like he takes things very seriously, his acting. Like he's always like, I'm an actor and I am acting.
And I'm a misogynist.
And I am well, that's a separate.
The role of
yeah.
Brittany's husband.
No, there has been stories recently, again, depending on the insiders or sources you listen to, that he has actually been very supportive of Brittany, especially in this whole issue with her kids.
I would too if I was getting a boatload of money to shut up.
A paycheck.
There is that, yeah.
Yeah.
Michael, thank you for that boatload of blind items as you deliver every weekday on Blinded by the Item, which is on the radio on My Talk. It's a podcast wherever you get those. And we have our very own YouTube channel where you can see us in all of our glory. It's called
Blinded by the Item.
Blinded by the Item.